and welcome to this Amcrest support video. Here, we will show you how to set up port forwarding in your router to enable remote viewing on multiple Amcrest products. These include Wi-Fi and POE IP cameras and DVR and NVR units. In this example, we will port forward the IP2M-841 ProHD Wifi camera. Before we begin, please set up desktop access for local and remote viewing. A link to this tutorial is available in the video description. Also, note down your router's brand name and model number, your device IP address, and TCP, UDP, and HTTP port numbers as you will need it for future steps. The device information can be found on the web UI. Now let's get started. First, we will set up port forwarding in your router. On your computer, launch your default web browser. In the URL bar, type in www.portforward.com. Navigate to the left panel. Under Router, click on the Port Forwarding Guide option. Here, you will see a list of router manufacturers. Scroll down and locate your router. In this example, we are using a Linksys router. Then, scroll down and click on the model number for your router. In this example, it is WRT54GL. Here is a step-by-step guide on how to access and port forward your router, including the default IP address, login credentials, and screenshots for reference. Again, each guide is dependent upon the router you are using, but the information is initially the same. In order to access your router, locate the router IP address and login credentials mentioned in the guide. Then, open a new tab and type in the IP address into the URL bar. In the authentication window, use the username and password to log into your router. Once logged in, select your router's specific port forwarding configuration. In this example, we will click on the Applications tab and select Port Forward Range. Now we will input the device HTTP, TCP, and UDP port settings. Under Application, type in HTTP. In the Start and End fields, type in the HTTP port number for your device. In this example, it is 37779. Then, set protocol to both. However, this option may be unavailable since the settings are dependent upon the router you are using. In some routers, you may be required to designate the same port number for each protocol. For instance, if the option both is unavailable for your router, then you will have to create one protocol for TCP and another for UDP. The start and end port number for each protocol will be the HTTP port. In other cases, some routers may require you to create a service which needs to be applied to the device IP address, such as AT&T. Again, each setup is different, and therefore it is important you select the correct brand and model number for your router. Under IP address, type in the IP address of your device. Then, check the Enable box. Repeat the steps for the TCP and UDP ports. Under Application, type in TCP, followed by the TCP port number for both start and end ports. In this example, it is 37777. Set protocol to TCP. Under IP address, type in the IP address of your device again. Then, click on the Enable box. In the third row, type in UDP, followed by the UDP port number for both start and end ports. In this example, it is 37778. Set protocol to UDP. Under IP address, type in the IP address for your device and check the Enable box. Click on the Save Settings button when finished. Now, we need to ensure if you have set up port forwarding correctly. Open a new tab and type in www.canyouseeme.org. This is an open port check tool. In the Your IP field, you will see your computer's IP address. In the port field, type in the device HTTP port number. Then, click on the Check Port button. If you see the word Success, then you have correctly set up port forwarding. If you see the word Error, please double-check your port forwarding setup in your router. If it still shows error, contact your internet service provider. That's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our other videos from Amcrest Technologies.